Good morning. Happy Wednesday. I'll wait for a couple of minutes for everybody to come on here. I had a good weekend last weekend at the New Hope Outdoor Art Show. It wasn't amazing, but it was good. I got to see a lot of people, friends, and met some of my Instagram people that follow me, which is so fun. I love doing that. Good morning, Ellen. Hi, Christine. How are you, Ellen? So that was good, and I've been busy getting. Hi, Carol. Carol was at the art show. I got to meet her. I think I might have met you before. Did I, Carol? Hi, Dorothy. Oh, what's Ellen? And you guys can hear me, right? Ellen, what did you send me? Do I need to look at that now? So I've been getting sending out a lot of calendars, which is really fun. I thought so, Carol. Hi, Ellen. I sent you your calendars. Hi, Sandy. Hi, Karen. It's fixed? Oh, good. I think my phone's been wonky. When I was taking photos in New Hope, my pictures were getting a little blurry, and it wasn't in portrait mode. So I think something's wonky with my phone. So whenever that happens, oh, good, Sandy. I'm glad you love your calendar. I'm excited about them. So I have, on my goal list for 2000, I told you this before, I'm sure, for this year was to be in a gallery. And specifically, I wanted to be in Red Raven, which is a gallery here in Lancaster that I love. And I have not even tried to get in other galleries, but I think I might. Anyway, so if you know of any, let me know. But so that was my goal. And by January 10th, I knew that I was going to be part of this group show. And it's this weekend. So I'm excited about it. Of course, I've got to go find something fun to wear. Oh, good, Anita. I'm so glad. Anita loves her calendar too. So some of the paintings that are actually in the calendar are in that show. So I'm just tickled to be part of it. Okay, so I asked you guys what you wanted me to paint, and the answer I got the most was pumpkins. And I really only have one good pumpkin photo that my friend Greta took, and I painted it last year, but I cropped it differently. So here, I'll turn this around. Sorry. I'm going to paint those pumpkins. Thank you, Ellen. Okay. Let me pull this back a little bit. I think my whole family's off to work or school, wherever they needed to go. Went to Isabel's cross-country meet yesterday, and our team is undefeated in the league right now, which is exciting, and she did really well. Let me see, I'm trying to find one of my new brushes. So I love these Rosemary & Company brushes, but my old ones they get, frayed at the ends. And I do have a couple new ones, so I have to go through. These are my favorite brushes. And over here are all the rest, ones that I still use. And then those are all my acrylic brushes that I use when I do anything with acrylic paint. They're like the cheap ones. If I put gesso on boards or paint the sides of my panels, those are the brushes I use for that. Okay. And of course, when I was away, I missed painting. I did a painting Monday morning, and then it was a commission that I needed to do, a bluebird that's drying, and then it's terrible. I have no idea what I painted yesterday, except I did a mini because, yesterday's the day I did the commission. I did a mini because at this gallery at the holidays, they have a whole wall of 4x4 paintings, and I saw them last year, and I'm excited that I get to paint some of them this year. So they put them for sale on Black Friday, and she said they always sell out. Like, people wait around the block to go in because a lot of people want to make a whole wall of them. Like, how fun is that? These teeny tiny, that's what they look like. They're these little tiny. So I did a little one yesterday. Good morning to Portugal. Good morning, Jennifer. So it's really difference between painting on a 6x6 than it is painting on a 4x4, I'll tell you. And so is it, like, you know, when I have to switch over to painting on a big canvas, which is still something I'm not as good at as I'd like to be. Oh, Isabella is still here getting ready for school. So then, in addition to that, I'm excited this weekend. My family has Crab Fest. We do that every year, have for a long, long time, and we'll go to my niece and nephew's house and have crabs on Saturday evening. It's a nice family tradition. So, like, and I'm thinking about, I'm not sure if I need to do these colors, like some blues in here. I love painting whites and looking at it like that. You see there's dark blues in here. The reflections in there are orange. There's green over here. Bye, honey. Have a good day. I love you. Oh. I don't know. I'm live, Isabel. Oh, there's Otis. I'm going to see my cat Otis and Izzy and Otis. There's Otis. He's a good boy. Hi, Jody. I'm having trouble thinking about it. It's about eat like granola. There's granola up there. There's yogurt. There's cereal. You can make an egg if you have time. A never-ending question of what's for breakfast, right? Sorry about that. It's funny how I can't concentrate on this and answering your question. That's terrible. That's way down here, so I have to get some of my darks in there. Oh, thank you, Sandy. She's pretty. And smart, too. Smart as a whip. It's a good thing. Yeah, so I don't even know what I was talking about now. I'm kind of out of my flow. So I have to get ready for the weekend. I need some stuff to wear. Somehow I never have anything, especially at the change of seasons, when I go to look to see what I had at the end of last year that I can still wear, and it's always like, I don't know what I wore at the end of the season. You know, you always kind of just get by, and then you need all new clothing, which is crazy. Shopping is not something I have a lot of time for. Hello. Hi, everybody. I'm going to put a little So everybody want to say where you're from? Hi, Lonnie. How are you? I want a little green over there. I love adding Portugal, Michigan, Florida, the Sunshine State. Jennifer, is it nice and warm there? It's still warm here. I think it was actually hot for the cross country meet yesterday, but it's going to feel like fall by the end of the week. So for the art show, it'll be warm. Sleepy but love waking up on Wednesday. Oh, good. North Carolina, Tokyo. Wow. I love waking up on Wednesday too. I have come to really look forward to this, hanging out with you guys. It's kind of an odd thing that I just have to keep talking, and I'm not the talker. I'm a listener more than a talker, and sometimes for me to keep talking for this entire time is crazy. Australia, hot Nashville, 97, Lonnie. Wow. Ellen, is it going to be 90 today? I'm dressed in long sleeves and jeans. Maybe I better go change. New Mexico, Holland, Vancouver, British Columbia. Wow. Love that. I love that everyone's here with me. How lucky am I? Jennifer says it's getting chilly in the mornings, but hot all day. Yeah, I love warm weather, so it doesn't bother me that it's warm, but it will soon be cold. Soon enough. Some crazy colors, huh? It's fun to add crazy colors. 93 in New Jersey. Ellen says, love how you see all those colors in that picture. They do skew that way. Because do you see now, I don't know maybe I should do Indian yellow over in here, because that definitely looks more yellow than anything. Maybe I'll put some warm white in there. Ellen's coming to my workshop. Is anybody else coming to my workshop? I'm getting ready for that now, which I am so looking forward to. It's kind of a nice way to end my busy season. The place where I'm having it is just gorgeous. And that's where I stayed this past weekend. So I was kind of scoping out where we're going to be and hoping we have enough room. It's not as big as the space where I usually have had my other workshops, but I think it'll be really nice. See how it goes, and then once I know if we fit and how it all works and logistically if it's all good, then I'll plan one for the springtime. My brush is a little wet. S&D's coming. I'm excited to see you. And that's how you know when, like obviously, I have a little too much wetness on my brush here. Which doesn't really matter, but it does bleed in. And I don't really mind that because it's just fun. Kind of fun, right? Dee, it will be so much fun. Your family's all doing well, Dee. You're going to be able to come, no worries. I was worrying about you. I'm my friend Dee. Bye, I love you. Have a good day, hon. Has taking care of parents. I mean, it's tough being in this generation where I am taking care of. Well, I only have my mother-in-law now, and she's lovely. I'm sure I probably talked about her on here, but she's getting older and slower, and actually broke her wrist the other week, so I have to run her. I have to go to work and get my day started because I've been really busy at work, which is fabulous, but then I have to go pick her up and take her to the orthopedic today at 9:15. So it'll be a disjointed morning. Sandy, that would be great if you could come next spring. Hi, Sharon. How are you? Sharon's my niece. She'll see her this weekend. Sharon, I'm going to be at a gallery thing at Red Raven this weekend, and on Friday night and Saturday morning, and then I'll see you at Crab Fest. Lonnie says, can I watch this live video? Can it only be watch on phones? Oh, maybe. Now that I think about it, I never even thought about that, Lonnie, but it might be because you can mostly only do Instagram you can do some things on your computer, but I don't know. Maybe on your iPad. Do you have an iPad? I would think you might be able to do it on an iPad, but that is a definite downside. I didn't even think about that. I do want to play around with doing this on Facebook. I don't know why. I do know why I don't do it on Facebook. It's just this is my pattern, and that would be a different time, and I don't know when I would do it. Yeah, you can watch on iPad. That's what I thought. So it would be a little bigger. I do a lot of my learning things on my iPad. Like when I go to bed at night, I have a lot of kind of online classes that I do to learn about stuff, and I do them on my iPad. Love my iPad. I have no idea what I was talking about. I do that a lot, don't I? Oh, I closed up my jar a little prematurely here. I watch in YouTube. Yes, I do try to. Saturday. You're going to come see me Saturday, Sharon? Good. Saturday I'll be painting live at Red Raven. So if any of you guys are here in Lancaster, you can come see me Friday, Saturday, or even Thursday I'll be there. But I'll be painting live on Saturday. That'll be fun. I'm looking where my shadows are to make sure I have darks in those spots. I'll do yellow up there. So I had fun today. Last weekend at the art show, I met Allie as someone. She came with her mom and met me at the end of the day on Sunday, and she was absolutely lovely, and so was her mom. And she said she watches me paint while she feeds her little newborn, Penny, who is 4 weeks and 1 day old. And Allie, are you on here? She might be busy this morning, but I told her if she pops on here to let me know, just say this is Penny's mom, because I kept forgetting what her Instagram handle was. I should watch and see if she answers me. Sometimes you guys talk to me and I miss it. You can always write again if I'm missing what you're saying. Okay, so there's my beautiful mess for the morning. Isn't that fun? Okay, so I'm going to clean up my transparent, because you can't leave your transparents lay on your palette or your whole painting gets too wet. Just cleaning it up. And I'm going to get out my big box of my oil sticks that I love. It's crazy looking, isn't it, Anita? Oh my gosh, that's a mess. It keeps you guys interested, right? You never know if it's gonna turn out terrible. I never know either. Oops. But it usually doesn't. It's that thing of keeping confidence through the whole painting. And I lose it too. I lose the confidence, but confidence is key in everything you do. And it's something I run out of way more often than I should. But art teaches me so much. Like not losing confidence. Put in the gold in here. Oh, thank you, Ellen. Ellen said it always comes out great. Oh, look at this. That's Peccato non esista la traduzione. How did I do? Is that Italian? One of my clients at work, we do a lot of stuff with translations in, and I took French all through school, high school and college. You think I'd get to France one of these days. So I know what French looks like, and, I can kind of know if something's wrong with it. Can't speak it. I haven't tried in a long time, but... and Spanish, we translate to Spanish too, so I kind of know that. But I like doing things like that. This. I think I see this color in here, so I'm gonna put some blue in here. I'm thinking about where reflective light is too in there. Oops. Sorry. Anybody have any questions? Ooh, that's neat how that mixed in. See those colors, and they're gorgeous. Get some of this down in here where that reflective lights are down in there. I think that's big enough mess. Oh, she says, Ivana says, what are you using? They're called R&F pigment sticks. I love them. That's a messy looking one, but that's what they look like. This one is one of my favorites. It's phthalo green pale. So it's R&F pigment sticks. Oil paint sticks, yeah. I still think I need a full set of these. I always say I want to go to New Jersey and go to Blick's, but maybe I'll do one more color here, just for the fun of it. Lonnie says, do you have a link on gridding a photo? Did Drema? I can, is that, let me know if there's any questions you have. I'm going to make, I think, as soon as I have a chance, maybe not this weekend, a little list of, I do have a list of my favorite oil colors that are on my website, oil paints, but I might do a list of some other things. Like that's a good idea of like how I grid my photos. Or I could also do one of like the different kinds of panels that I paint on. Because a lot of times when I do commissions for people, it's hard to explain whether, figure out whether they want something on a raised panel, which is what this is. And you guys all know this. Oh, Laura, they have Dick Blick and Emmaus. I could do that. I went to Kutztown, so I'm sure I've been there. Back in the day when I went to college, we would have to go buy our art supplies. So I would either go into Reading to, I can't think of what that is. Dick Blick and Emmaus. Oh, I want to go. And my son went to Lehigh too. Oh, here, you guys mention it because I thought you said to get them. Yes, I didn't get to New Jersey yet, but do you have a basic list of transparency to start with? I have a whole list on my website of my favorite colors, and I think I do have them marked, whether they are. Laura, did you go to Kutztown too? Transparency. I'll double check that. I loved Kutztown. Okay, so now it's time to mix some colors. I also got out this, so that's where I'm at now. It's a crazy mess. I got this out too, so I've been wanting to play with these. Laura, you went to Kutztown too. I went for communication design, and I'm a graphic designer. Did you go for fine art? Now that I'm where I am in life, I sure wish I would have taken oil painting classes when I was in college, but little did I know. I mean, you only have so much time for those electives, and I wanted to take every single one they offered. I never did pottery either. So look at these things. These are dry pigments, and I thought, I don't have very many colors, but just to see what it's like, I think I'm going to play with a little bit of this today. Laura, you did too. Do you live up that way? But did illustration and graphics, and oh, how fun. Do you live up that way? Do you live near Emmaus? Look at that. How pretty is that? So these colors might be a little wonky to use. So I might just play around with this color. And then I will, so it's a powder. Isn't that fun? And then I have this mixing stuff. So I don't even know if this is a good product or anything. I just bought it to play with, but I should have gotten a few colors that were more compatible with each other instead of 3 very different colors. But if this is fun this morning, I'll buy a few more. So this is the binding stuff that you use, binding mediums. I'm just going to pour a little bit right here so I have it. Maybe I will put a little of this pink color out. Put that out of my way. So this color is vermilion, Chinese vermilion. So now I think I need to go visit close to Allentown now. Well, I might have to go meet Laura at Dick Blick one of these days. I would love to do that. Is it a cool store? Fun. So let's see how this goes. I'm gonna move my coffee out of the way a little bit, and we'll mix some of this up and see what it's like. And then I'll mix my other colors. So you use a little bit of the binding medium and just mix it in. Maybe a little more. It's nice fluidity there. So that's fun. See what that's like when we use it. And then, oh wait, I need to clean my palette knife. I never want to. I always want to dive right into the next thing, but get some of this. It's funny, it's either too wet or not wet enough. I'd have to learn a little bit more, so maybe I'll just take this over here because I don't really want the pink. I just want to see what the pink looked like mixed with the... Oh, that's nice. That's nice. Laura says, yeah, that would be awesome. It's not a huge store, but all good, like a kid in a candy store. I know. The last time I was in a good art store, it was here in not here in Lancaster. The one that's in Lancaster was up in Kutztown, the art store. It's not even there anymore. Okay, so that's going to be fun, but I'm not going to do that. Now I'm going to mix a few. So these are kind of challenging colors, but I need like warmer dark orange. So I'll take this. This is a color I don't often use, and it's kind of thick. It's cadmium orange. It's just a really old tube. So I have to add in a little bit of my liquid to that because it's a little too dry. And then I want to go a little warm with this color for in the shadow areas. Because it still looks orange, but it's, you know how that is, like some colors look a certain color just because of what they're next to. I'll put a little of this in here. Yeah, that's a nice dark, and then I'll mix some of it into this. Having like liquid problems today. Now I feel like this is either too wet or too dry. I'm not sure. Okay, and then for the lighter areas of orange, maybe I'll just see what this looks like if I mix some of this in. Oh yeah, that's okay. All right. That's a good transition of oranges, but now I have these fun, like blue colors, but not that blue. I'll put a little bit of this transparent brown in there. And for dark areas, I think I need to mix a little bit of that with just a little bit of my magenta. Let that dark skew just a little bit red because of all the oranges in there. That's nice. All right, and I need some neat blues. I'm gonna mix, instead of mixing white into that, I'm gonna mix a little bit of my Vasari Video Pale. Ooh, that's a beautiful color, isn't it? It's a little, I do see some of that in there, but I need some in between those two. Okay. I do see some greens in there. Maybe I'll just do it's too green. Might need more white in there. Yeah, I'm dying to go to an art store. Okay. And then I'm gonna take some of this, more warm white. I think that's a, oops, you can't even see where I'm mixing, sorry. I pulled in tight for you to see the pigments. I don't know. I think that's good. I think we'll start with that and see where it goes. Whoops. Is that good? You can't quite see everything. But if I pull back, that better? Definitely need better, I need a sip of my coffee. Who's having coffee or tea this morning with me? She said, do you have favorite colors of R&F pigment sticks? I don't see them. Oh, that's a great idea. I should add that too. I do have favorites, so I will work on that. Let's see what this is like. Coffee, lots of coffee. Those first sips are the best. I do look forward to it in the morning. And then by the time I get to work, I usually don't have much left. I could always do a second cup at work, but I try not to. But today, maybe I'll treat myself and stop at my little coffee shop and just grab a little cup of extra coffee. Because it's going to be a busy day, but make a good day. Iced coffee. Oh, that sounds wonderful. I love iced coffee too. Did anyone try that drink at Starbucks? It's like iced coffee, but it's called something else. Nitro. It has like a really horrible sounding name. I tried it the other day and it was really good. It's a different kind of iced coffee. You would think all the marketing that Starbucks does, I would know what I'm talking about right now, but I don't. I'm putting in my dark areas so that it's better to, I find it's better to put my dark areas in so that then I don't make as big of a mess in my light areas. Like you kind of have to get your brush clean. You can't go, I mean, I do sometimes, I got to admit, but you shouldn't go from putting lights to darks because then it gets, your colors get muddy. And that is something I'm always trying to avoid. And the darks you can help, it helps you to see where you're pushing things back and pulling things forward. Painting is such a fun push and pull. My brush is getting separate like that, and then it makes my strokes not look nice. Not sure why it's happening. I'm having technical challenges today, but I have been at work too with technology. So anyway, I'm going to clean it a little. I have it in my little thing here. I use this. Sometimes when I have problems, it's Chelsea Lavender Brush Cleaner. And hopefully cleaning it will help hold my keep my bristles as a team instead of separating, because I hate when that happens. A less lazy person would just get a different brush and clean them all at another time, but I always try to have the least amount of brushes I can so that I don't have as much cleaning time at the end of the day, because I usually clean them kind of right before I go to bed, because I usually don't have time. When it's time to go to work, I just put them in Murphy's oil soap and I let them soak until the end of the day, which works. But then, then I got to clean my brushes at the end of the day, and that's never not my favorite part. There's some reflective orange in here. I'm gonna time is it? 7:40. Oh, good. I'm glad you liked the tip. Yeah, I try so many different things and then end up, kind of figuring out what works the best for me anyway. It's getting late already. I better get focused on what I'm doing here, right? Sometimes I don't feel like hurrying. I feel like I hurry through everything I do in life. 6:40. 6:40. Oh, good. Okay, we're fine. 6:40 is good. Okay. AM, yep. In Texas. 6:40 in Texas. Oh, and it's 7:40 here. Yes, right. I wish it was only 6:40. 1:40. 1:40 in the afternoon in Germany. My friend Zoe, who is my daughter of my friend who's worked with me forever, her daughter lives in Germany. Her husband's in the military, and Julie just went there to see her. I guess it was last Christmas, to the German art market, or the German art fair, and loved it. Are you near that, or are they all over the place in Germany? There we go, little clump of... Okay. Where else do I see a little bit hints of the... I can't even think of what color it is. Orange. It's a little orange in the shadow. Like here. All right. Yes, it's a rosemary brush. It's the Eclipse Short Flat number 12 is my favorite brush. I better make some strides here. It's going to be time to go to work. Oh, Laura said, how long have I been painting? I never know the answer to this. I think I've probably been getting up and painting every morning for about 7 years. Time flies. I didn't take painting in college, but I, of course, back when I went to school, you had to be able to, actually do everything by hand. So I could draw what I see really well, but I'm getting a little wonky. I'm just having a crazy morning here. I wish I would have taken painting or really just done painting, but Life takes you on a journey. I guess you have to experience all the things until you figure out what it is you love to do. Is that a funky color? What do you think of that? Well, it's discipline, but I do love it. I get a little obsessive about it. Like I probably should spend less time painting and more time doing laundry, but that's not going to happen. I'm going to get some lights in here. So I don't know what I'm going to paint when I paint live at Red Raven on Saturdays. Anybody have suggestions? Flowers and birds are what I normally paint, but I enjoy painting anything. Maybe except portraits, but I would still love to learn that, actually. This is too harsh. Love the color showing through. Ellen, do you like it? Oh, good. That gives me confidence. Thanks for saying that. I'm kind of looking at it thinking, what on earth am I thinking? Oh, thank you, Dee. Thanks, Susie. Susie's, she sent me the cotton to paint and bought it, which is so fun. This does have a little bit of that feel, that kind of whimsical, random color kind of going on. It's kind of magical. Hi, Lori. How are you? So Lori Seibert is the gal that I went and met. Do you remember when I was telling you about going to with Art Biz? Oh shoot, what's it called? Oh, I feel embarrassed that I forget. I know this answer. Art Biz Jam, and they went on the tour of Primitives by Kathy here in Lancaster, and I went and met her and her big fun group of artists, and toured Primitives by Kathy. So they all do licensing, which is, oh good, I'm glad they do art licensing, which is a really fun thing to learn about. You know, that's when you create artwork and then sell it to companies to use on products. And then after she did this amazing tour, which I would love to go on next year if I can swing it, And Lori, you know what? I thought you were from Philadelphia when you were writing to me and asking me about places to eat here in Lancaster. That's how we ended up meeting. I mean, becoming friends. Shoot, now I forget what I was going to say. Anyway, I have no idea what I was going to say. That's terrible how I forget things, but I am thinking about my painting more than I'm thinking about anything else. So then she did a trip to France. Like, how fun is that? And it looked amazing. I love living vicariously through all my Instagram friends. And it is wonderful because, like, our art community is just so, everybody's so friendly and supportive and nice. And, like, you know, you don't find that everywhere. But I have not come upon anyone in the art world that is not all of those things. Oh, good. Are you, Lori? Maybe I could do that trip. Oh, wouldn't it make a fun pillow? It sure would. Okay, let's see. It's 51. How much time do I have? A little bit more time, so I don't have to hurry yet. Looking to see. Oops. I think it's time to go in and put some lights in there, don't you? Yeah, so anyway, if you don't follow Art Biz Jam, even if you're not into art licensing, like, it's just a really cool thing to thank you, Lori. It's a really fun thing to learn about. I love letting a lot of those, like, random colors show through. Now I have reflective light going on the outsides of here. Do they look like they're coming out? Do they look dimensional? I guess is the right what I'm meaning to say. Coming out. I gotta do something with this stem. I'm getting my brown, I think my brown's a little tired and it's getting lumpy or something. Tell you, I've never had a day where my paints kind of fought with me quite as much as they are today. Oh, goodbye, Lori. Have a great day. Hi, Emily. My daughter Emily's at work. Thanks, Anita. Okay, is there anything else? I have to work on these little highlights. I want them to pop a little bit more. So I'm going to carve them out just a little bit. because that's like a magical little spot in here, those highlights. And this is a little wet right here. And that has the reflective light underneath there too. And I love this pink showing through. I think I'm just going to leave that. Okay. Okay. A little bit of white. I'm sorry, I stopped talking because I how do you determine to use the blue? Hi, Sadie. She asked, how do I determine to use the blue? That's a really good question. Yeah, as the shadow color. I often put blues in my shadows. I have to say I really don't know why. I just think it works. Whenever I use it, it makes it look like a shadow, I think. That's not a very good answer, is it? A lot of times I don't know why I do the things I do. It's more intuition and practice and seeing how things turn out, like trial and error than anything else. And that needs to be a little lighter in there. Oh, my paints are getting dry. No, thank you. She said, I love it. I was just curious. Me too, now that you mention it. Okay, this needs a little highlight down here, and I'm going to run out of time. So let me... I think this is actually lighter at the bottom. Here. Oh, good, Susie. Yes, I didn't get to go buy pumpkins yet either this year. It just doesn't even feel like time to buy pumpkins. But we have a great Amish farm that's really close to my house, and they have so many fun pumpkins. Maybe I'll try and go this weekend and get some, because this has been a fun one to paint. I'm getting like lumpy stuff. It's lumpy in here. Gotta get that out of there. Okay, I think I got it. Okay. Alexa, stop. Sorry, I had music on, and I try to keep it quiet enough so that like when I post this on YouTube, it doesn't knock it out. But I don't know why it's hard for me to paint with no music on. I put some purples in there. The Amish market also has the best sticky buns. Yeah, the Amish know how to make sticky buns, don't they? Okay, am I finished? What do you guys think? Do I need a little light here?